Okay, hey guys, I'm back from not making videos. Why? Because I've been stressed out. Um, for those who haven't been following any of my videos, I'm getting married next Saturday, April 26th, 2014. And it's stressing me out, y'all. Anyway, this is not about the wedding. This is about my ear stretching journey. And I've reached the end of my ear stretching journey. I am at a double zero. Look, you can see right through it. I'm at a double zero, and I just got there today, at work actually. So I'm gonna tell you what I did, and show you what I used, and give you some tips and things that I learned along the way. All right, I got a kit from Amazon for about between probably $10 to $15, and they had one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, probably eight. I don't know. I don't remember because I have everything laid out right here. But they gave me stretchers from sizes 12 to sizes that's a zero. Where's my twos? Okay, so I think this is my twos. 2 or 2. And that looks so tiny to me now. I don't know why. Anyway, and I'll explain what that white stuff is. Didn't even wear these because I'm 27 years old and I had my ears pierced since I was a little infant. So my ears have had a lot of wear and tear, and these wasn't going to sit in there and do any kind of stretching. And then I think I went to a 10 and I stayed there for about a week. It didn't, cause don't rush it. I kind of rushed towards the end, but I'll tell you more about that. The 10 didn't hurt, but I was trying to go gradually, and I didn't want to risk any tears, rips, blowouts, all that stuff. Blowouts are not fun, and I'll talk about that in a minute. And then I switched to the 8. This is the taper, and this is the tunnels. Now, these little black dots, they're hell. The smaller sizes are so hard to get on, and my ears turned red because I was fussing with getting the tunnels on. And as you can see, I'm working with nails, so it's hell. So anyway, quick disclaimer, because I just saw a package of little piercing thingies. I am not a professional. I don't do piercing on the side. I only know how to treat and care for piercings because I have a couple. I have my septum, my tongue, both my tragus. I had my surface tragus done, but I took those out because of sleeping issues. I have my nipples done, and I have my belly button pierced 3 times. So yeah, I think I know a thing or two about taking care of piercings and new piercings. You always want to treat your stretched ears. If you're doing a new stretch or if you're stretching up, treat it as a new piercing because that's what's happening. It's a new piercing. So anyway, all right. So my twos, I just put them back in the bag. Why did I do that? All right. So twos, everything was fine. I started stretching December 28th of 2013. It was the end of December. Because I started stretching during the engagement. Yeah, it was end of December. And these are my twos. Now, the twos, I was kind of tired of doing the taping. Not tired, but I didn't want to, I don't really care for tapers. So I started doing taping. Now, taping is when you get some PTF tape, not Scotch tape, not electrical tape, either PTF E-tape or bondage tape. Bondage tape is a little bit thicker than PTF E-tape. PTF E-tape is the stuff that you can get from Lowe's, Home Depot, any home store, in the plumbing aisle, I believe. And it's this like a ribbon, but it's very flimsy. This one's thin. Bondage tape is thicker. I don't need bondage tape, but anyway, I don't have it laying around. What I mean. But this right here was like 90 something cents or whatever, and I got 2, and I'll explain later why. So I wrapped this around the plug. Now the way I would wrap my plugs, I would take a card. Okay, this is a gift card, so I don't really care if you see the number. But I took the card, and I would take the tape and like use it as my unit of measure. So, because the wraps, I would lose track of how many wraps I had. So I would measure it like this and then cut it off. Or, and you know, if I'm adding on tape and taking off the old tape, I would just take this, add another part, and, you know, cut it off. And I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory. I will go more in detail if you want detail like that. I'll show you how to wrap plugs. You know, I'm not, I guess I am a boss at wrapping plugs. But anyway, and also wrapping plugs, if you have nails, or even if you don't have nails, if it's hard to grip the plug, what I learned is that using a Q-tip and sticking the plug on the Q-tip makes it a lot easier. Like, and then when you get into the zeros, the end of a pencil, a mechanical pencil, that eraser, it helps. See, I just put the tunnel on the end, and boom, I can start wrapping, lubing it up. Get you some vitamin E. Oh, this is very inexpensive. I got from the Dollar General, and it was very cheap. That's probably less than $5. And also got some Gauge Gear Balm for massages. Do massages daily. All right. Now, anyway, go back to my story. So I taped my 2 up, and it matched the zero. All right. It was damn near close. So took this out. Took this, lubed it up. This is acrylic. It's the only acrylic thing I haven't, you know, in as far as tapers or plugs or anything like that. It's the only acrylic thing I have. Lubed it up. Stuck it through my ear. Shoop. Went through fine. This ear, not so much. And me not wanting to have uneven ears, I took my zero plug. Okay, we're going to pretend this is a zero because I don't know where my zeros are at. Oh, they're wrapped up. That's why. These are my zero plugs. All right. I took my zero plug, and I took it on the end of a Q-tip, and I pushed it in. Or not a Q-tip, a pencil. And I pushed it in. And I was like, oh, God, it's not going in. And then something just said, fuck it, and I just went in with it. It went in. It was a little tender. And it hurt. I do not recommend that. Do not force any jewelry in your ear. If you feel any kind of pain that isn't an initial stretch, do not force it in, and you need to wait. And I say this because that next day, this bottom part of my ear was swollen and red and hot to the touch. Okay? That's not good. Went to the movies, and it was bothering me throughout the whole movie. Came home, took it out, and squeezed my ear, and I had pus coming out my ear. That's not good. That is not good at all. So, watching YouTube, did some sea salt soaks, and I got some poly-antibiotic ointment from the Dollar General. The Dollar General is like right there, so I don't want to go in the traffic to go get the stuff, but this right here cleared it right on up. Took a week, all right? Now, I was very persistent with this. Sea salt soak, I downsized too because my plugs were wrapped and I forced the zero in. They say go down about 2 millimeters. I took off the wrapping on my zero plug, on my 2 plugs, and I put them in. And I had a lot of room, so there was enough air getting to it so that it wasn't like creating a suction cup effect. So, yeah, it took about a week and it healed. And I'm talking about heal, like I can touch it, I can take it out, and it didn't look nasty. I had a little I don't know how to do this, but I'll get on with the camera. Ow, that hurt. I had a little blowout, but it's not there anymore. Daily massage, I'm smacking this gum. Daily daily rubbing of your ears. I do it every morning at work. Is good. Like it's nothing back there. There's no scar tissue. I'm black, okay? We get scar tissue. There's no scar tissue back there. It's just it's a healthy lobe now. So I know it sucks because I had to do it. If you get a blowout, an infection if you tear something, if you scratch something, take that sucker out and downsize. Trust me, I thank myself now because my ear is so much better and I have no problems with it now. This ear never got a blowout, but I had a blowout in this ear. So we learned some things, right? We don't force in jewelry. We don't leave that bugger in. You take it out. You do sea salt soaks, and you do massages. I can't say that word. So that's how I healed that. And shortly after, I was able to put the zero in. I don't know how long I waited because I don't really remember putting in the zero. I think I got the plug switched up and just put it in. I don't know. But I take these out every night. I take a shower and I wash my ears. I get all in there. Because I don't want to experience ear funk, ear cheese. That stuff was to be in your ear. And I don't want to experience it. So clean your ears. Clean your plugs. If it stinks, then your ass probably stinks because your ears should not be stinking. Anywho, so in my kit, the essentials, you need some scissors, you need your bondage tape, you need your plugs, you need your tapers, anything, your moisturizer, you need all that. Put that in your bag and carry it with you in your purse, in your back pocket, I don't care where. Carry that with you, okay? Take care of your ears. Now, today, what I did was I miss them already. These are my zero plugs, and I have a ton of wrapping on them. I just took it out. I wouldn't say it was a dead stretch, but the plug, because I wrap so much around it, and it slides in. If you wrap and it's not going in, don't force it in. Take some layers off. But I wrap mine to a point where it just goes in. My ears are pretty stretchy. So I took it out, just bullshitting. Some lube. I was doing my oil massage, and I took my 00 plugs with me because I was like, what if I can stretch, and I need to put it in. So I did that, and I was just like, oh my God, did it really just go in? And it did. So although total, it really didn't take me probably about a whole 4 months to stretch to this size. I don't recommend that you rush it. I don't recommend it. I know your body. I have stretchy ears. Everybody has that one ear that just won't go in. And if it doesn't, that's fine. Just give it a minute to relax because that's a lot of trauma you're doing to your ear. And if you fuck that up, you're going to have messed up ears. And that's not cool. So yeah, take care of your ears, people. Love your lobes, and your lobes will love you. I don't have any intentions on going bigger. I've always said that I want my ears to be big enough to put a number 2 pencil through. And guess what? It's a 00, okay? 00 is 10 millimeters. That's good with me. And I got a whole bunch of plugs, stone plugs, silicone plugs, metal plugs, steel, not metal, for my size now. And I will also do a plug collection on what I have. I don't have any I have probably 2 on the 0 because I was there for a while. But as far as everything else, I don't have anything only for 00 because I didn't want to waste money on the size I wasn't going to stay at. So, yeah. That's my stretching journey. I hope y'all got all that little bit of information because I know I was just spitting it out there. But all in all, y'all, just take it slow. Slow and steady. Do not rush it. All right? You'll hear everybody go, oh, I skipped sizes. You will fuck your shit up. Do not do that. Yeah. So, I'm glad you watched this video. I hope you learned something. I hope I was of help to somebody out there in stretching land. I think I covered everything. Next video will be of my flag collection. All right. So you guys be easy. Bye.